IELTS Life Skills A1 Spouse Visa Test.
And now some people are asking in the class that, teacher, how to question about the topic life of people in your country. See, the examiner can give you the topic life in your country. What's the topic? Life in your country. Or the examiner can give you, apologies, let me type it in the chat box. Examiner can give you the topic. This is usually a discussion topic. So life in your country is a topic. Or examiner can say life of people in your country. Topic is same, just you have to make questions. Let's try to make 10 questions about this, okay? I'll try to give you answers also, but it would be nice if you give me answers. All of you, I will write a question and you guys can try to answer, okay? First question, you can ask a person, how's the life in your country? How's the life in your country? Now, this is the question number one if examiner says your topic is life in your country. But if the examiner will say life of people in your country, then you would say, how's the life of people in your country? How's the life of people in your country? Understanding, just change the question. First question, how's the life in your country? Second, if the examiner says life of people, just change the question that how's the life of people in your country? You will just say life of people. You can answer number one, life in my country is busy. Life in my country is busy, fun, is busy, fun, fun and what? Is busy, fun, and amazing. All right, anything amazing or good? I don't know, you guys can say that. Life in my country is busy, fun, and amazing, right? You can also say life of people in my country is busy, fun, and amazing. Fun means good, nice. Understanding or not? Life of people, life of people, life of people in my country is busy. You can also say busy, just busy. It's not a big answer. If you can't give big answer, it's fine. You can just say busy. Now, second question. First, I will give you questions about life of people in my country. So first question, second question. What do people do in your country? Okay, if this is difficult, so you can say, what are the jobs of people in your country? What are the jobs of people in your country? What are the jobs of people in your country? That's because life in the country means whatever is happening in the country. The jobs of people, the language people speak, the festivals people celebrate, the activities people do, that is life in your country, right or wrong? So you can ask, what are the jobs of people in your country? What language people speak in your country? What language people speak in your country? What other thing? What kinds of dresses people like to wear in your country, right? What kinds of clothes? Let's go for clothes. What kinds of clothes? Clothes people. We are all here from different nationalities. We know that. What kinds of jobs people do in your country? People from Afghanistan will say something else. People from Somalia will say something else. People from Indonesia will say something else. People from Pakistan would say something else. People from India would say something else, because people life in your own country, right or wrong? What are the jobs of people in your country? What language people speak in your country, right? What kinds of clothes people wear in your country? People wear in your country. That is life of people in your country. In your country, what do people like to eat in your country? What do people like to eat in your country? What do people like to do in the free time in your country? What activity, what activities people do in free time in your country? Easy question is also, what are the free time activities of people in your country? But if it is long, we can just make it short. What activities people do in free time in your country? You can also say, how do people travel in your country? How do people travel in your country? More. What kind of music people like in your country? Is that right? What kind of music people like in your country? Yeah. What do old people in your country? That's wrong. That is wrong. Can you guys tell me what is the meaning of this? What do people do? You can ask Noman, what do people do in your country? This means, what are the jobs of people? What kind of music people like in your country? What kinds of films people like to watch in your country? What places people like to go in your country? What do people do on festivals in your country? What do people do on special days in your country? What do people do on holiday in your country? Yeah, how do people celebrate festivals in your country? Yeah, that's correct. What do people do on weekends in your country? Easy or not? Life of people in your country means the jobs that they do, what they eat in your country, what they wear in your country, what language they speak, what activities they do in free time, on weekend, on their favorite festival. How is the behavior of people in your country that is good, right? Life actually means four things: language, work, activities, and also you can talk about some celebrations. You know, like if I would say, how do people celebrate special day in your country? So in India, people celebrate with dancing, but people don't do that in Pakistan, right? In Indonesia, maybe people celebrate it with going to clubs or doing something. People don't do that anywhere else, right? So understand that. What kinds of fruits people like eating in your country? That is correct. Life in your country, basic questions: what jobs people do in your country, what language people speak in your country, right? What do people like to eat in your country, like national food, national clothing, national songs, national dress code, right? Jobs popular in your country. You can also ask about, do people like to celebrate birthdays in your country? How do people celebrate birthdays in your country? What activities people do in your, you can also ask what kinds of houses people like in your country, because I know in some countries people like really, really big houses. They like really nice big houses, right or wrong? So some people don't like big houses. People like, in some countries, people like to live in flats or apartments, right? People in some countries, people don't like to travel by private transport. They like to travel by public transport because it's quick and cheap. So you can also ask, how do people travel in your country? As far as I know, in India, people don't like to travel by private transport. They usually use public transport, either maybe their buses or trains, right? In Indonesia also, I'm sure that people use, no, in Indonesia, there are no trains. Am I right? Somebody told me that there are no trains in Indonesia. Is that right?
Have miss
You have trains?
because
So,
different. Yes, I have trains.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
it's not my
Just
city.
different island.
Yeah. Okay. So this means that you understand, right? Who has a problem? Who understands this topic? If the examiner will give you the topic life of people in your country, life of people, for example, if examiner will give you the topic life of people in your country or life in your country, still you can ask these questions about job. Okay, let me ask you guys one by one. Everybody can talk, no problem at all. First question is, how's the life of people in your country? Everybody can answer. How's the life of people in your country? Everyone. How's the life of people in your country? Tell me.
Life of
Life
people in
is
my
people
country
in my
is amazing, fun
country.
and amazing.
It's busy and fun.
Very
Life
simple,
in my country is very busy.
very
Okay,
happy and
okay.
enjoy life.
Good. Okay, next question. What jobs people do in your country?
There are lots of
They're
jobs
doing
Like
in
different jobs
driving,
most of
like
people like teaching,
People,
doctors,
profession,
different
doctor,
types
yes,
of jobs in
engineer,
my
and
country.
farmer
teaching
profession.
the
Doctors, engineers,
Some
doctors.
people
nurses.
are doctors, some people
Hmm. Yes, okay. Next question. What kinds of clothes people like to wear in your country?
uh,
my
people
Traditional clothes
traditional
like
clothes and
People, some people
casual
wear
clothes.
some people
wear
short means some people are mix.
simple clothes.
pajamas.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, what about what uh what language people speak in your country?
In my country,
People
people
country
like
like
to use
the
local
Somali language,
language,
English,
And
not
Uh,
Arabic.
Daddy language.
native language, and
Mm-hmm.
Daddy or
Okay.
Pashto.
Okay.
English is
What food people like to eat in your country? What food?
People
my country
like to eat
people
people
food
Eat
like to
like
eat
rice
rice.
and spaghetti and salads
also
like
People like to
like
eat
this.
rice and fish.
And
Junk
what kind of music people like to listen in your country?
My
people
country,
like to
some
the
listen
people
to
people
like
rock and
classical music.
classic
Some
rock
people
music
like
music,
in
some
my
folk
people classic
country.
like
music, some
jazz
songs.
people
music.
pop music. They like this.
What kinds of films people like to watch in your country?
My
Some
country
In
people
my
is
country,
Bollywood.
people
Some
watch
Like
movie,
what
is
Bollywood,
romantic
Bollywood, and
films, some people
Punjabi,
romantic,
and
some people
horror movies.
action
Spiritual
films.
movies, comedy, and horror movies.
Okay, how do people travel in your country?
Some
People
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 do
travel
people
in
uh,
travel
by
in
different
my
car,
vehicles,
some
country
people
by
travel
train,
bus.
by
some people I
public
travel by
by
bus,
transportation,
buses,
some
some
people I
like
travel by
this.
car.
like bus, train.
What do people do in free time in your country?
In my
Some
People
country,
people
in
stay
spend
park,
Some
home,
day,
like
some
some
people
people
use
in
stay
my
go
home
country,
and
shopping
some
malls, some
people
people go
park and
go
visit your
friends,
park,
relatives,
go
some
go
park
people
and
shopping,
talk
go
friends,
a vacation.
go restaurant.
and going to restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, what do people like to drink in your country?
In
They
my
like
country,
to
people
drink
like
People
to
drink in
drink
my
people
country
juice,
like
drink
water,
Lots of
juice,
drink water.
fruit
milk
milk,
like
apple
this.
lemon,
juice, apple
milkshake,
juice.
coconut.
That's so cute. Okay, all of you guys. Okay, next one. My next question is, where do people like to go on special day in your country?
People
Like
who
Okay,
especially in my country go
country
for
or
grandparents and grandma
and
meet
grandfather
or
and
meet
grandfather
relative.
at home.
Okay, at what time people wake up in your country usually? Most of the people, at what time do they wake up?
country people
Most
some
of the
some
people
people
in the morning. Like
get up early in the morning.
early
and some
in the
people are
morning for prayer.
Okay, what kinds of jobs young people do in your country? Young people.
Young people do
Young people
YouTuber,
go to hospitals for practice, and
doctor,
some people
engineer,
and
registered
designer,
nurse, and
keep shopper like this.
some people go to industries.
Okay,
some
so
people stock picker.
okay. What do people do in hot weather in your country?
Some
People
people
But
stay
in
stay
home,
hot
in
some
weather in
people
my
go clean,
country,
stay a lot of
some
drink,
people
people
clean
stay at
water
home,
and
some people go
eat
park,
ice
some
cream
people go
and
going to
drink
beach.
park and
juice.
going to beach.
Okay, all right. And what kinds of flowers people like in your country?
Flowers.
They like rose flowers, red
flowers.
flower,
Rose
wheat
flowers,
flower, red flower,
lotus,
and jasmine.
Okay, what kinds of houses? What kinds of houses people like in your country?
Like flats and high buildings. Like
some people like big houses, and some people like small houses.
Also, some people are bright.
How many children people have in your country usually? How many children?
Usually people
Two children in my
have
country.
has
in my
five
People
and
and
country
four
six
people.
people,
uh,
children.
5 children and 4 children.
25
And
where?
sometimes 7 children.
7,
7 and 6.
13.
Who is that?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Okay, 25 children. Okay, but you know that Pakistan is on number 4, most populous country in the world, with a lot of people. Number 4, Pakistan, very populated. Pakistan is very populated. India is very populated, and on Bangladesh, I think Myanmar is not very populated. Okay, next one. I think we're done. Do you guys understand life in the country, or life of people in your country, or life in your country? Same questions you can ask and you can pass. This type of topic is for discussion, usually 3 minutes discussion. Examiner gives the topic life of people in your country or life in your country. So now can we have some questions about life in your city, because this is also a topic. Examiner can give you these topics: life in your city, life in your country, life in your country, life in your country, life in the countryside. This means rural life, life in villages, life in the countryside. Examiner can also give you life in your hometown, in your hometown. And that is all. Examiner cannot give you any other topic except life of people in your country, life in your country, life in your hometown, just like this, nothing more. Same questions you can ask about hometown also. What jobs people do in your hometown? What kinds of clothes people wear in your hometown? Same questions you can ask for countryside also, that what clothes people wear in countryside, what food people eat in countryside. So can we practice this? Life of people in your country. Are you guys ready? We'll first go with life in the countryside. If you do not know what is countryside, countryside is, what is countryside, everyone? Countryside is
Village.
village life, rural life, rural life. Opposite to city life is countryside life. Now I will ask you questions and all of you will answer. We are going to first practice life in the countryside. Ready? My first question is, do you like countryside? Everyone.
Yes, I like
Yes, I like
countryside.
countryside.
What do you like about countryside?
I like
I
Like
like
countrysides,
animal. I like
airs,
fresh eat,
music,
fresh fruit,
fresh food,
fresh
fresh
Hmm.
vegetables,
vegetables.
countryside.
No
and
Okay.
milk.
pollution in countryside.
Okay. So,
People are friendly in countryside.
yes. Do you like to visit countryside?
Yes, I
Yes,
like
I like to
I
visit.
like to
visit
visit
countryside.
countrysides.
What jobs people do in countryside?
Farmer
People,
They
job.
Farmers.
farmer
people
Farmer
are
jobs.
farmers.
Hardworking.
They're very
Farmers.
hardworking.
Yeah, hardworking
farmers.
labor jobs and farmers.
Labor job.
And also we call
Farmers.
them, I don't think so we have them now, but usually three types of people are there in villages. Number one, we have farmers. Number two, I think these are people, they are bricklayers. Bricklayers are people who make bricks to make buildings, red bricks. You know that, right? Bricklayers, they make bricks. I can show you a photo of the place so that you can understand. Bricklayer, wait, I'll show you a photo. Oh, Lord. Sorry, everything is stuck in here. Oh, apologies. All right, here it is. And bricklayer, let me show you. Bricklayer, how do you spell it? Bricklayer. How do you spell bricklayer?
What is the bricklayer, teacher?
Wait, let me
I
show you.
don't understand.
This person,
Garment.
you know, making this
Okay.
red blocks.
Okay.
Bricklayer,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I think so in villages, but I think most labor jobs, farming and stuff, I think this is also common there, you know. But now
Dairy farm.
dairy farm, yes, but that again, that person is a farmer. You know, farmer is doing everything. Farmer is making wheat, rice, and also, but we are asking what jobs people do. So you can say most of the people are farmers. Most of the people are
Farmers.
farmers. Understanding or not? Farmers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me what type of food people like to eat in countryside.
Simple. People like to eat
I
food
like
in public.
fruits
Some people are
rice,
countryside to eat
like
Fry food,
vegetables, and
fresh vegetables
meat,
fresh
fresh
vegetables.
and meat.
vegetables.
Okay.
Fruit.
How do people travel in the countryside?
I
Some people
traveling
by bus,
train,
By
car,
by car.
Public transport,
Mhm.
own vehicle,
auto rickshaw.
Yeah, usually just
auto
like
rickshaw,
this.
bikes.
Yeah. And what kinds of clothes people wear in the countryside? Clothes.
I like traditional clothes.
Yeah,
What?
traditional clothes.
Cloth is
clothes.
traditional cloth.
Okay, so what kind of music people like in the countryside?
Punjabi. People are music
like
is
Loud.
classic music.
classical music. Punjabi.
What kinds of films people like to watch in the countryside?
Countryside. What?
Punjabi,
People
Punjabi,
are
Hindi.
countryside is
Bollywood.
Okay. And What do people do in free time in the countryside?
Gossips with friends.
Gossiping and
Talking to
Talking for rest.
neighbors. Yeah.
Zangzada.
countryside life is very busy, hardworking.
Okay, you can also ask, what do women do in the countryside? Women means ladies. What do ladies do in the countryside?
Hardworking.
Some
Countryside is
ladies
women
are
handicrafts,
housewives
in
in
the
the
garden,
countryside.
And the gloves and
very
cooking.
hardworking. And vegetables garden, handmade,
Hmm.
animals,
Tailors.
cow.
So can you guys tell me, are there good schools in the countryside?
No.
Yes.
No,
They aren't.
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Countryside
Vakas
school.
is saying
but
good
nowadays
school,
is
not very
good.
good schools, but I think schools are there, but not very good. I think
Normal
so.
school.
Normal schools, okay, good.
Normal school.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Okay.
Big school no hai.
Yeah, not big schools, but good school, primary schools. Actually, in
Primary.
countryside, usually schools are primary schools. Higher education, no. No
No.
higher education. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Primary
Primary.
school.
Like
Okay, do you have universities in the countryside?
No.
no
They
No
aren't.
universities in the country.
I have.
And you can also ask that do you have airport in the countryside? Because there's never an airport in the
No.
countryside.
Some the countryside airport,
No,
Sialkot.
airport, but that's a city. That's a city. That's a city, beautiful. That's not countryside. That's a city. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay, now do you have a railway station in the countryside?
Yes.
Yes, the
Many
railway
railway
station
Yes, they
in
have railway.
Yes.
And
the
what
countryside.
about restaurants in the countryside?
No.
No,
No,
Rest-
they haven't. Restaurant.
You can make
not
questions.
have a
You
countryside.
guys can make questions like this. Do people have restaurants in the countryside? Do people have schools in the countryside? Do people have? Okay, so make questions like this. Do people have? Do people have? Do people have blank blank in the countryside? Okay, so do people have clubs or other gaming zones in the countryside?
No,
Hmm.
people don't have.
Okay. Now we are going to move to the next topic. Yes, supermarket. You can ask. Do people have supermarkets in the countryside?
No supermarket.
No, they haven't.
Market in countryside.
But small shops, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Many
small
many
shops,
market, I think.
grocery shops.
Okay, do people have a lot of animals in the countryside?
Yes,
Yes, they do.
People
Yes,
not
they have
many people
a lot of
in countryside.
animals.
So what kinds of animals?
Cow,
Cow,
sheep,
sheep,
lamb,
like this.
chicken,
dog,
dog,
cat.
duck,
Cat, yeah.
hen,
Horse,
horse.
Alright.
Donkey.
Donkey also.
Donkey. Yeah.
Okay. Do people have a lot of fields and greenery in the countryside?
Yes.
Yes.
Greenery beside.
I will show you guys the word field. If you don't like this, this is a field. Okay, field.
Yes, they have.
Yes.
Field. Do people have fields in the countryside? Okay, good.
Yes.
Now we're going to talk about the topic hometown. Everybody answer. What's the name of your hometown?
My hometown name is
My hometown is
My hometown name is Sancaktepe.
Everybody, hometown is your city or the village where you're born and brought up. Okay, that is your hometown. It's not the area, it is the city.
Hometown is
Hometown.
City Rahim Yarkhan.
Yes, your hometown is Rahim Yarkhan. Your hometown is I don't know where Kuldeep lives. I don't know where she lives, but
My hometown is
City is
Riyadh,
Machhiwada.
Saudi Arabia.
yeah. So understand that hometown is not the basic community, society. No. Society, no. Your city or your village or your town is your hometown. Understanding or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. So,
understanding.
can you guys tell me what do you like about your hometown?
My hometown is a very big. My
Hometown
hometown
park,
has lots of school.
shopping mall,
Historical
school,
place. My hometown is a historical place and a lot of
museum,
park
Museum,
and
many
restaurants,
things
like
are here.
schools, colleges.
What jobs people do in your hometown?
they
Many
do
jobs.
in many jobs,
Many jobs.
Doctors,
doctors,
nurses,
lawyers,
engineer,
engineers,
Doctor,
chefs,
engineer profession is very
teacher,
famous in my hometown.
What
like
kinds of houses do you have in your hometown?
There are
big
a lot
houses,
There are so many lot of
what
houses in hometown
big
TV
high
houses,
buildings,
flats,
houses,
and
small
small
houses,
houses.
like small peaks. Beautiful house.
Big farmer station.
Okay. How do people travel in your hometown?
My hometown
Many people travel
with,
from
by
cars,
Public
car,
cars,
transport,
trains, and
cars,
like
bikes,
air transport
taxi.
taxi, Uber, like this.
in
All
my
right,
hometown.
all right. What kinds of clothes people like to wear in your hometown?
In my hometown,
Different
people wear traditional
casual
For
dresses,
dresses.
clothes
salwar
and
kameez, sarees.
clothes,
In my
clothes,
hometown.
and
What is the favorite festival of people in your hometown?
In my hometown,
in my hometown is
Idul
Eid,
Adha,
New Year
Eid al-Adha.
and traditional festival.
yes,
And 14 August, Independence Day.
Ayan, please practice beautiful. What are you doing? Ayan is the only person talking to other people while we are practicing. Ayan, don't do this, beautiful. Practice. Okay, my next question to you is, what do people do on weekends in your hometown?
There are
Some
Going to
people
cinema,
Going to the
go to the
restaurant.
park and
time
go
with
to
your
the
family, some
park,
people go
going to relatives.
some people are
people
meet
go
family members and
cinema, some
relatives.
people go to visit your relatives, like
Some people are partying.
people go
Going to
traveling.
historical
Some
places.
people are different historical traveling on the weekend. Some people traveling.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody saying, I don't know who that person was. Somebody was saying people like to visit your relative, not your relative, their relative. Their. People like to visit their relative. Okay. Okay, next one. Do you have education facilities in your hometown?
Yes,
Education facilities in my hometown is very good.
there are lots of school, college,
Lot of
universities.
lots
colleges
of school, college, and university in my hometown. Yes,
The
and
school,
universities.
yeah,
schools.
Do you have a shopping mall in your hometown?
Yes, I
yeah,
have many shopping malls in my
There are
hometown.
4
There are
shopping
big
mall in my
shopping malls
hometown.
in my
in my
hometown.
hometown.
There are
Big
different type
shopping
of
mall in my hometown.
Okay, okay. And what activities do you enjoy doing in your hometown?
Yes, many activities
Cricket
in my
games,
hometown. There are
Playing,
some activities,
Games,
shopping,
exercise and
games,
uh,
games,
football,
play
games,
and
and
handicrafts and
drama,
different type of many
drama,
different type of
lady
activities in my
shows.
hometown.
they like dancing, singing.
Okay, okay, okay. So understanding this topic is life of This topic is life of people or life in your hometown, life in your city, also same questions. So if you guys would like to answer, let me ask you. You can ask a person, do you live in a city, right? Or what's the name of your city? Ask a person. When the examiner will say, a question about life in your city. First question, okay, do you live in a city? So first confirm, are you living in a city? Then ask more questions. If the person will say, no, I live in a village, then ask them, what do people do in cities? What do in your country? What do people do? What jobs people do in cities in your country? How do people travel in cities in your country? What kinds of music people like to listen in your country? What type of food people like to eat in the cities in your country? Right or wrong? Is there any confusion with life of people or life in your country, hometown, or city? Do you understand?
Yes,
People
ma'am.
understand it? Ayan, do you understand something beautiful?
Yes.
Your exam is tomorrow or day after tomorrow?
Yes, teacher.
When? When
Tomorrow.
is tomorrow? Okay, everybody, let's quickly practice listening now. Remember who is your partner. I will play a recording and I will just tell you pass or fail for listening. Okay, everybody mute your mics. I'm going to share the screen with you and let me tell who's partner. Listen, Sana, Aisha is not here. So Sana, Noman is going to be your partner. First team, Sana and Noman. Second team, Rukaya and Aida. Third team, Bakas and Tanha. Fourth team, Ayan and Sharmeen. Fifth team, Zainab and Sti. The next team, Khadra and Salma. Then Nadia and Kuldeep. And then Chen and Sri. And then, of course, there's a girl, Saida and Ayan. Last test between Saida and Ayan. Saida and Ayan last. Okay, let me write it in here. Just give me a minute. Nahid, no name. Oh, right. So it will be Nahid and what's the name? Nahid and Saida. Okay, everybody just know who your partner is. I'm going to also repeat who's candidate A and who is candidate B. So make sure that you know who is candidate A. And when I will say, okay, candidate A, this. So you should know that who is candidate A. I'm going to repeat once again, Sana A, Noman B, Rukaya A, Aida B, Bakas A, Tanha B, Ayan A, Sharmeen B, Zainab A, Sti B, Khadra A, Salma B, Nadia A, Kuldeep B, Chen A, Sri B, Nahid A, Saida B. Okay, just remember, now we are going to start.